Let me be brutally honest. The way you're talking to yourself might be doing more harm than good. Sure, self-reflection is essential for growth, but are you being too hard on yourself? The harsh reality is that many of us fall into a cycle of self-criticism that robs us of our confidence and well-being. Consider this. Every day you might face doubts, second-guessing yourself, replaying mistakes, or dwelling on shortcomings. It feels necessary, right? You want to improve, so you scrutinize every decision. But what are you really gaining from it? Does constant self-criticism make you more confident, more capable, or at peace with yourself? Probably not. Years ago, I was trapped in this same cycle. I would replay my mistakes in my mind, questioning every step, every decision. At first, it felt like I was just being realistic or holding myself to a high standard, but all it did was create an overwhelming sense of inadequacy. I was focusing so much on what I hadn't done perfectly that I couldn't see my progress. My self-worth was eroding, and I wasn't able to appreciate who I was becoming. Now imagine this. You face a challenge or make a mistake, and instead of learning from it, you spiral into a loop of harsh self-judgment. Why did I do that? I should have known better. Before you know it, you're consumed by negative thoughts, stuck in a mental trap that prevents you from moving forward. This happens to many of us without even realizing how damaging it can be. We think that being hard on ourselves will push us to do better, but in reality, it only drains us and keeps us stuck. One day, after feeling particularly weighed down by my inner critic, I knew something had to change. I turned to spiritual wisdom, specifically Psalm 139:14. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. This verse reminded me of a truth I had forgotten. I am worthy just as I am. I started replacing the harsh words I spoke to myself with affirmations of my strengths, celebrating my efforts and achievements instead of fixating on my flaws. Inspired by the timeless wisdom, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. I took a hard look at how I was thinking. Most of my inner dialogue was critical, harsh, and unforgiving. It wasn't making me better, it was holding me back. I knew I needed to shift my mindset to nurture my self-worth. Here's the hard truth. Constant self-criticism is like poison for your mind. It's harmful, even if you think it's motivating. It pulls you away from seeing your true potential, keeping you focused on what's wrong instead of what's right. You think it's making you tougher, but it's really chipping away at your confidence. This isn't about ignoring your mistakes or being overly positive. It's about finding a balance. You can acknowledge your imperfections without letting them define you. Philippians 4:8 says, "Whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." I used this verse as a guide to focus on positive, constructive thoughts and to speak kindly to myself. How did I break free? I started by challenging my negative thoughts. When my inner critic would say, "You'll never get it right," I would counter with, "Look at how far you've come." I began to set more realistic expectations for myself, appreciating my progress instead of chasing perfection. I also opened up to trusted friends and mentors who provided encouragement and helped me see myself through a more compassionate lens. Here's a liberating thought. You don't need to have it all figured out right now. You can grow at your own pace. You can make mistakes without being defined by them. By replacing self-criticism with self-compassion, you create space for growth, confidence, and a deeper connection with yourself. Here are some key steps I want you to take. 1. Acknowledge the impact. Realize how self-criticism is affecting your well-being and sense of self-worth. 2. Challenge negative thoughts. When a critical thought arises, question its validity. Replace it with affirmations of your strengths and progress. 3. Set realistic expectations. Don't hold yourself to impossible standards. Celebrate small victories and acknowledge your efforts. 4. Seek support. Talk to friends, mentors, or a counselor who can provide perspective and encouragement. 5. Practice self-compassion. Be as kind to yourself as you would be to someone you love. Treat mistakes as opportunities for growth, not reasons to berate yourself. Through this process, I learned that overcoming self-criticism is about transforming your internal dialogue. It's about shifting from harsh judgment to self-acceptance, from perfectionism to growth. When I embraced this change, I felt more confident, more at peace, and more connected to who I truly was. The next time you hear that critical voice in your head, ask yourself, is this helping me grow, or is it holding me back? Choose to speak kindly to yourself. Your peace and confidence are too valuable to give away. Here's the lesson. Self-criticism is a trap. It keeps you doubting, distracted, and disconnected from your true potential. Break free, embrace self-compassion, and focus on the growth that truly matters. If you found this reflection helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more insights. Your support helps others discover valuable content. Thank you.